What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video. We're going to be talking about the ick, alright? What is the ick and why every single man has dealt with the ick at some point in their dating history, okay? Now a lot of you guys might be thinking, I've only dated one or two girls, I've only talked to maybe one or two or three girls, so how would the ick apply to me? Well, you dated in the past tense, one or two girls. And I can almost guarantee you, if you decide to get into the field again and start dating women, that the ick will be something that you will eventually run across, because it happens to the best of us, all right? We know how girls are. We know how their emotions are just constantly on that roller coaster wave of things are great, things are going well, things are fantastic. She's being submissive. She's doing this, that, and the third for you. And then all of a sudden she starts disrespecting you, starts testing you. You start failing the test. You lose your job. You start feeling negative energy because of her energy that she's mixing with another guy outside the relationship that you have no idea about. And then it just explodes, okay? But we're going to be talking about the ick, what it means, and the signs that a woman has the ick for you, all right? And she's no longer turned on by you. She no longer has that submissive frame around you where she's willing to be her true feminine self, because that's what we want as men. We want to be around feminine, friendly, submissive women. And when she has the ick, she's doing everything in her power to get away from you, to leave you, to not be near you, to not, especially not be intimate with you. So with no further ado, let's talk about what the ick is, and let's talk about the signs that you may be giving a woman the ick. So what is the ick in the first place? The ick is a sudden loss of interest and sexual desire that a woman has for a man. And this can happen suddenly right after she's been cooperative, feminine, submissive, friendly, kind to you, sweet to you, giving you nookie all the time, you know, giving you a little pop action. And then out of nowhere, out of left field, out of nowhere, she gets the ick for you. All right. What are the three major signs that this woman that used to be so cooperative, so submissive, all about you? What are some signs that this woman has the ick and she's pulling back? What's the number one thing women love to do, guys? Women love to talk. Women love to run their mouth, love to open their gums and speak. Number one, lack of interest in conversation. No longer has the desire to communicate with you, to ask you questions back, to care about what you've been up to. Well, a lot of women don't care in the first place. They're just asking you questions, so you'll ask them questions back because all they care about is themselves in the first place. But that's for another video for another time. But let's just say, for example, you have a woman that's all about you. She's crazy about you, has high interest, is always wondering what you're doing, how to get a hold of you, what you're up to. And then out of nowhere, you start to notice that even though she used to reply 2 minutes after you text her, or she'd call you back immediately, or she would make plans, or she would always be wanting to see you, that slowly but surely, that woman starts to slowly but surely Casper your ass and disappear into oblivion. And it's out of nowhere. You just gave her the ick. There was something you did. Let's just say you went to lunch and you had shrimp. She might not have liked the way you sucked on the shrimp and you pulled its tail out and you ate the shrimp that way. And that was maybe how her ex-stepdad who abused her ate shrimp that way. And it reminded her of that. Or she noticed your teeth for the first time when you did that. Or you start getting too comfortable around her, getting complacent around her. Or maybe it's allergy season and you're a little backed up in your nose and you start talking a little bit more nasally and she can't stand the sound of your voice all of a sudden. So she's thinking long term, can I be with this guy long term if he's very nasally sounding during this period of time, during this time of the year, every single year? There's little things like that that give women the ick where they'll eventually pull back from you. And you know, it's different with every single woman. It's subjective. But the first number one sign that the woman has an ick is she will stop communicating with you and she will be more difficult to get a hold of. She will try to make you pursue her, and then you'll think, oh, she's trying to play hard to get, so you try to pursue her a little bit more, and then she's not with it at all. it wasn't even about you trying to pursue her. She was just done with your ass. Number 2, loss of eye contact. So guys, when you're talking to a woman and when you're around a woman that's really submissive, it's really all about you, is all on your team, wants to be a part of your building process to becoming the best version of yourself and wants to build you up and support you, she is going to admire you. And you'll see her admiration a lot of times just by the happiness that you'll see in her eyes when you're around her. She can't help but smile, but look happy. And these are the windows to her soul. So when she's not looking at you, when she's not giving you eye contact that's really good, that's really deep like this, and her eyes start to wander instead, and she's kind of looking off, she's not really making direct eye contact with you, she's trying to detach her soul from you. Okay, this sounds crazy to a lot of you guys, but she is trying to detach some of maybe her soul ties that she has with you, because you know, eye contact is a very powerful thing, and she realizes if I can break that eye contact for long enough, because I'm no longer attracted to this guy because he gave me the ick, then eventually by breaking the eye contact with him, I'll eventually detach my feelings, my emotions from this man. Number 3, little to no physical contact. Okay, so she no longer stands up and hugs you or kisses you when she greets you. She no longer wants to sit next to you when there's room to sit by you, or she has the option to sit somewhere else. She's going to sit somewhere else. You know, her body language as she's talking to you, you might be facing her like this and she's a little bit turned to the side like this. All of these different things show that she is disconnecting and she's detaching from you. And you know, more than likely she has an ick about something you've been doing. But once again, guys, the ick is subjective. Okay, the ick is extremely subjective. Some women might really be feeling you physically, all right? They might love how you look from far away. They might love your height. They might love your eyebrows. I don't know. Different things women find attractive. They might like the way you walk, the way you talk. But something as small as your voice, something as small as you maybe have crust in your eyes one of the times that you hang out with her, or you have a booger in your nose, or one of your ears she didn't notice sticks out a little too much. She'll start to pick up on little things like that. And maybe you have a lisp that she didn't pick up on the first time she talked to you, or you look really fine, but then when you open your mouth, you sound like a complete... There's little things like that that women pick up on. Every woman has that ick factor that just turns them off from a man. And you don't necessarily know what that is. And women won't tell you what that ick factor is instead, because a lot of times they're cowards and we are bigger, stronger beasts than them. So they'll more than likely just pull back instead of saying what it was that made them have that ick, because they're afraid of your physicalness and maybe you taking it the wrong way. So they'd rather ghost. That's why a lot of women just ghost the situation. You might be talking to her, having a good time. She's very submissive. And then all of a sudden she just slowly starts to fade out. You start to see the eye contact, she's drifting off, she's wandering, looking around. She's not giving you that same energy as she was before, where she was submissive, cooperative, and friendly, and wanted to be around you and check in on you. Now she's starting to distance herself and slowly fade out. But I don't want you guys worried about the ick, worrying about what ticks her off, what gives her the ick, what she finds attractive, what she finds unattractive. All of that doesn't matter, all right? Women are gonna come and go throughout life. They're going to come in for a purpose and then exit, all right? That's just how life goes. And you shouldn't be focusing your energy, especially when you're young, on why this woman left, why all of a sudden she's starting to pull back, what was it that did it to her. Listen, it could be something just so out of this world and so emotionally based that us as men, we can't even logically wrap our logical thinking around why she's being emotionally driven and why she's starting to flake and pull back. It doesn't even matter. Let her pull back, let her do her thing. You just keep focusing on your purpose and your goals. And if she wants to come back around, she's gonna have to work for it. But if she doesn't, you know what? We're on to bigger, better things. We're focused on our purpose. We're focused on building up ourselves and our own worth and our own value as men. And that is what I want you guys to realize, that if a woman does get the ick for you, who cares? Who cares what she's doing? I'm only worried about the bank account getting an ick from me not putting enough money in it and me not investing enough money in the stock market. That's what gives me the ick, all right? I'm worried about the real estate market getting the ick from me, All right, that's what you guys should be focusing on. We got goals, we have dreams here. Women come and go. The only ick you should be worried about is your purpose getting the ick. Because we got places to go and we got dreams to achieve, guys, and I want you guys to all be successful. All of you guys that watch this channel, I want all of us to be successful one day. And we can't be successful if we're focusing on these 304s that are emotionally driven, because she's going to drag you along that emotional roller coaster, and I'll tell you what, it's not going to end well if that's what you focus your energy on when you're young. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a thumbs up to help support this channel, to get this message out to more young men. That is my goal here on this channel, and I appreciate every single last one of you, all my loyal Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much. Please be sure, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button as well and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any more uploads. YouTube's been kind of weird about that. They send out some of my videos to some of you guys, and the other half, they don't get any videos. And you know, I'm gonna keep pushing this content out. I'm gonna keep self-promoting myself. But man, sometimes it's very frustrating. But I appreciate those of you that take the time to really help support this channel. Hopefully you're able to take away some valuable information from this video. And until next time, have a blessed rest of your day. Follow me on Instagram at LonnieSpence_, and let me know if you've seen any of these ick signs in the comment section below. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.